As part of your business process, you may want to provide users that don't have access to CMS Desk an opportunity to view a page prior to publishing. This is where preview URLs are used. They enable the sharing of an unpublished page version outside of the Kentico CMS user interface. For security, preview URLs are provided as a dedicated URL within the context of a specific user. For example, preview URLs are included in workflow notification email templates. In this case, the preview is displayed in the context of the user who performed the workflow action. One of the most common uses for preview URLs is with workflow. In my environment, I'm currently running a standard Kentico CMS installation. As you can see, within the News folder, all of my documents are published, and I've set up a very simple approval workflow. Let's go ahead and modify New Consulting Services News item. If we select Form, and within our news summary, we're going to put this is a modified news item, and then I'll go ahead and save this. You'll notice that at this point, the New Consulting Services item is no longer published, so we've created a new version of the document, which we're then going to go ahead and submit to approval. At this point, we have our current version, which is available on our external site, as well as our modified news summary version. We can validate this by signing out and looking at our news and selecting New Consulting Services. And as you can see, we don't have our modified text here. If we log back into CMS Desk, let's expand our news folder, click our New Consulting Services. We can take a look at our preview URL by selecting Properties, and you'll notice that we have a preview URL. I'm going to right-click on that and say Open a New Window, and as you can see, that this is the modified news item that's currently waiting approval. And this preview document is displayed in the context of Administrator, which is who I'm currently logged in right now. So this is an example of using the preview URL. If I copy out this URL, let's close this down. I'm going to open a new Firefox browser. I'm going to paste this in. So now I'm in an environment that doesn't have access to our existing CMS Desk. You'll notice that I can now see my new modified item, and it allows me to send this link to people via email as part of our workflow template. The other thing we can do is, if we wanted to, we can generate a new preview URL. So we can invalidate our current preview URL and then create a new one. We're going to select that, and yes, we're going to go ahead and generate a new preview URL. And then we're going to go ahead and show our new preview. So we'll open it in a new window. And as you can see, it's the same document. We're going to copy this out. We'll go back to our existing Firefox for our previous URL. If I refresh this, you'll notice that the link that we created initially is no longer valid. And that's because, for security purposes, we only maintain the dedicated link. If I enter our new URL and hit enter, you can see that we have the ability to preview.